the channel, we head to Jack's Classic Superstars Series 25 for Bastion Booger, the Bossman, and Jesse the Body Ventura.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Classic Superstars unboxing and review. And today we're at Classic Superstars Series 25 for Bastion Booger, the Bossman, and Jesse the Body Ventura. But for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. In Series 25, getting dangerously close to the end of the Classic Superstars single series run. Of course, we still got to unbox the 3-packs, 2-packs, a ton of the limited edition packs. Got a long way to go and a short time to get there, like a young Jerry Reed would say. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Exactly right, he does say that. But let's dive in here. Let's do these unboxings like we do all the other ones on the channel. Let's take a look at the packaging. Let's talk about it. Let's unbox it. Let's talk about it. Let's see where it goes from there. We're going to start with the Bossman. Don't call him big because we know he did lose some weight over the years, but he did go to WCW, came back to WWE, I believe tag team champion with Ken Shamrock. Anybody? How about that tag team? But the Bossman, quite the worker over the years, quite a guy about reinventing himself. He was the guardian angel. He was the boss, Big Bubba Rogers. He was a lot of different stuff. I think he was even Ray Traylor for a while. So a guy that had been around for sure, and a guy that died very young. He seemed like he was older than he actually was. Maybe that was some of it being in the 80s and then into the late 90s. Just felt like a guy kind of misplaced, but I felt he reinvented himself, did a pretty good job, and one of the all-time great big men, I think, was what we'll say at the end of the day about the old Big Boss Man, or the Boss Man in this case. Got his famed nightstick, of course, but more in his SWAT tactical gear, and I think that was a really good update for the Big Boss Man later on. Just painted the Bossman, put this tactical gear on, because I don't know if the old Cobb County outfit would have really worked. Would have been great years later, of course, coming back for a Royal Rumble, things like that, if he wouldn't have passed away. But still a very, very good-looking figure right here. Got the Bossman on the side. Like I said, don't call him the Big Boss Man. He's just the Bossman. On the side, you got the glamour shot. Of course, Series 25, you got the lettering in there. And on the back, got the big cross sell. We got the UPCs, got the warnings, we got the blurb, we got the tail of the tape, and we've got the glamour shot. Let's see what it says about our friend, the Bossman. 290 pounds, 6'7". He was a very tall guy, deceivingly tall, one of those guys. Finishing moves, the good old sidewalk slam. Titles, WWE Hardcore Champion, World Tag Team Champion. Of course, Classic Superstar Series 25. We got Goldberg, we got The Big Show, we got the Bossman, we got Jesse Ventura, Jeff Hardy, Haku, Jack and Jerry Briscoe, and Bastion Booger here. Looking really, really nice. Looking good. I have no issues with this one. I really do like this one. Let's pull them out, though. Oh, it hurts. It always hurts unboxing these guys. But as you guys know, we got to do it. We got to do it for science here on the channel. I'm the young Mr. Wizard is what I am. Pull them out. Oh, there it is. Bossman, see you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prison. There he is. Looking only like a Bossman could look. Looking good. Let's pull out that old nightstick. Pull him out. I got to worry. He might have some sticky disease. We'll see. See you later. Goodbye. But we do got the nightstick. We've seen this multiple times over the years. This one is a little bit more bendy than the previous ones, though. It's must be a cheaper grade of plastic. End of the day, though, it is a nightstick. It is a black one. It is getting the most out of your molds. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. So there's that right there. And then we get the old Bossman out of the package here, and I do like this one. And thankfully, no Jack sticky disease here, so we're all good. But Bossman looking really good. I love the head sculpt. Looks a lot like the former Bossman head sculpt that we got, but a little darker hair, just a little darker in the beard. Just it looks like he's aged just a little bit. Just a little bit of aging process done here. We do got the old tattoo on the side of the arm, a little bit of that old Confederate flag. I don't think that would fly these days, that's for sure. He's got this big tactical vest on it, and it's very interesting. It's got real Velcro. It's like a big tactical vest, but it does Velcro in. Looks nice, though. It's definitely something we never saw again from Jax. I think it looks really good. It gets the job done, and it makes it look very tactical vest-like. It looks like he's ready to take some bullets if he needs to. For Mr. McMahon and the corporation, probably. But a very, very good-looking vest. One of the better soft good vests I think we had from Jax over the years. It feels really nice, really good attention to detail, very good quality. He's got painted on black torso underneath. If this does stain the plastic, you're not going to really see it because it's all black black painted underneath there. So very interesting market strategy here, but hey, guess what? I'm here for that. He does have hands. Of course he's got hands, but he's got 2 black gloved hands here. Articulation arm's going to go all the way around. Bicep cut, single jointed elbow, back and forth, side to side on the old hands, side to side at the old waist. Get a little bit of those Bossman stretches out there, ankles back and forth, single jointed knees. Basically, that's all she wrote, though, as far as the Bossman and his articulation. A bit plain Jane, of course, all in black here, but knowing the character, knowing what it represents, this gets the job done. A really, really good one. Of course, we did get a Mattel one later on. That was a good one as well, but for the time, especially in like 2009 or so, I think this was a slam dunk figure of the old Bossman, and he definitely felt like he belonged in the Classic Superstars. Maybe not necessarily this gimmick, but once again, all these years later, feels like he does belong if you ask me. So the Bossman looking really good, looking big, looking bad, looking nationwide like a young ZZ Top. There you go. Can't get much better than that. But how about old Bastion Booger, the last Bastion here? Now, big old Mike Shaw, Bastion Booger, Trucker Norm, Norman the Lunatic, what was it, Micah Shaw, I can't remember, but he was up in Canada, of course, the Hearts. He'd been around. He was a big man. Friar Tuck, I think, wasn't he Friar Tuck or something like that? Or something like that. He was a friar. But he was a man of many, many gimmicks. He was a big, big man. To me, he'll always be Norman the Lunatic. I was very early watching wrestling. That was kind of the beginnings of my NWA watching days. He was sitting in the audience. I think he had a crush on Woman. He had a teddy bear and stuff. Norman the Lunatic. Big, crazy guy. Kevin Sullivan got involved, and we were off to the races from there. To me, Bastion Booger really never hit home. Didn't never really do a whole lot for me. All my years of wrestling, like I said, I started somewhere after WrestleMania 3 is when I started watching wrestling and remembering wrestling. Never stopped watching, but my leanest times, the darkest times for me were around the Bastion Booger years. I just got to be honest. It just was. But Bastion Booger, we got to put respect on his name. If you get that one, you get that one. That's a deep cut, if you guys know what I'm talking about there. Put it in the comments if you know. Some of you guys probably do. But we got to put respect on Bastion Booger's name, and it sounds like we're going to get a retro figure of him, I believe, in the future. I think Zombie Sailor's the one doing that one. So there's going to be more Bastion Booger figures, but this is all we have for right now, and a bit of a deep cut for the Classics line, but hey, I was okay with it at the time. I'm okay with it now. Of course, got the super heavyweight mold on him, big, bad, imposing figure right there, but very interesting looking one as well. There he is on the side of the package. Old Bastion Booger on that side, and then on the back, we don't got too much of a blurb for him, but we got the back, Bastion Booger, a little bit of a blurb, warnings, UPCs, and the big old cross sell. Let's see what it says about Bastion Booger. Weight, 401 pounds. You know, he skips a dinner, he dips below 400. Height, 6'3". Finishing move, jumping seated senton. So how about that? That's an interesting move, I'll say. But that's about it. Nothing else back here. But of course, I do have him out of the box. A lot of the guys that Mattel did not make, of course, I went back and bought extra Classic Superstars before these videos just to have as representation, kind of placeholders. And Bastion Booger was one of those. Big, super heavyweight, as we said. Very interesting outfit on him, kind of a gray and black. I never really understood why he wore this. He was supposed to be a really gross character, like he smelled and had boogers and stuff like that. I don't know. It didn't really work for me. It didn't work for a lot of people, as not a lot of people really fondly remember him, of course. But he has got the big super heavyweight torso. Very interesting outfit. Gold boots with a little brown to him. Big, mean face. Of course, I always remember him as Norman the Lunatic with the crazy hair, but shaved bald with the goatee. To me, it looks like Norman the Lunatic. It might be tough, though, if somebody said, just out of the blue, popped his head off, said, who is this? I can see people not getting that because a lot of people don't remember Bastion Booger, or they don't have a photographic memory of what Bastion Booger should represent in figure form. But I tell you what, this figure is really good for what it is. And he is a bigger dude, so this almost kind of works in this body mold for me. I don't know about you guys. Some of the bigger, super heavyweight ones didn't really work, but for Bastion Booger, it seems to work. I don't know what the reason is for it, but it definitely works for me. But a deep cut in the Classics line, but a very cool figure at the end of the day. Now we're going to finish it off with one of my favorites of all time. Whether he's being a wrestler, an announcer, a governor, or a mayor, or a conspiracy theorist.
You ever wonder if they're watching your every move? Cell phones, internet, surveillance. Think about it.
Jesse the Body is one of my all-time favorites. I love that Jesse Ventura conspiracy theory story. I don't necessarily believe all that stuff, but I love the questions being asked out there. I love what Jesse's up to. I love Jesse as a personality, as a person, being Predator as well. I forgot to mention Predator. He ain't got time to bleed, but he does have time to reach out to me from time to time.
Hi, Kyle. Governor Jesse Ventura here, or in the days of wrestling, Jesse the Body Ventura. Thanks for doing this, and you want to talk to me?
And Jesse and I, we go way back, and we've done some conspiracy videos on the channel in the past. Go back, search out the old toy news videos that Jesse and I got down to all the conspiracies on. But let's take a look at old Jesse, and this is announcer Jesse. We did unbox and talk about wrestler Jesse. Now we get announcer, and I have to think it's crazy. Most people remember him as an announcer, myself included. I was just a little too young for his wrestling career, but he definitely went upwards as an announcer and one of the all-time great voices of the WWF in the 80s, as we know. Classic Jesse Ventura right there. Crazy rock star outfit. Loving how that looks. Glamour shot on the side. Very cool. Jesse Ventura right there. And on the back of the package, we got the tail of the tape, we got the cross-sell UPCs, warnings, and the blurb. Let's see what it says about Governor Jesse Ventura. 245 pounds, 6'4". Finishing move, the good old backbreaker. Titles, WWE Hall of Fame, AWA Tag Team Champion. So good for old Jesse. Absolutely love this one. Would love to see Mattel tackle a Jesse Ventura one of these days. And of course, I got a loose version of this one already. I love this Jesse. Unfortunately, he does suffer from an incurable disease at this point. The old Jack Sticky disease. Poor guy. He does have it, and he's got it bad on his jacket. Black sticky jacket going on, but I love the crazy zebra pants going on in the gray and the black attack. Like the cheetah boots. Would you call those cheetah? I don't know, my spots, I guess. But very cool boots going on there. Looking good. And then he's got a wig. I guess we'd classify this as a wig. It's almost like, I don't know. I always think of this as like Stevie Wonder. Like in the 80s, Stevie Wonder had long hair and he had like beads in it and stuff. That's kind of what this reminds me of. But it's all gold. It's just absolutely crazy. I think this was a look he did on a Saturday Night's Main Event, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, looks like Jesse Ventura all day. Even the bald spot there, which, much like Hulk Hogan, he would cover up all the time. Crazy facial hair on him, and then a really cool shirt. It's like a duck. It's like a duck in a suit playing a guitar. It almost looks like Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick there almost. But just an all-around very cool, fun figure. One figure that really, really stands out. Looks like the body all day long, and like I said, I would love to see Mattel tackle Jesse Ventura. Give us wrestler Jesse. Give me a bunch of different announcer looks of Jesse. Heck, give me Governor Jesse when he came back to, I think he hosted a night of Monday Night Raw. Give me referee Jesse Ventura from a couple of times. He refereed the SummerSlam, and then way, way down the line, I think it was against Austin, and who was Austin facing? I can't remember off the top of my head, but he came back as Governor Jesse Ventura refereeing, or maybe he was mayor at the time, but I think he was governor. But there's a lot of Jesse Venturas. There's a lot of meat on the bone for Jesse Ventura figures, and I think a lot of us collectors would love to see some present-day Jesse the Body Ventura figures. So there it is, though. Bastion Booger, Big Boss Man, or just the Boss Man, and Jesse Ventura. It kind of feels like one maybe doesn't belong, but we let him in. Come on to the party, Bastion. You can join in with us. But another cool classic Superstars wave. Absolutely love these ones, especially the Jesse, the crown jewel of these three for me. But what say you? What do you guys think? You picked these up back in the day? I think we all agree. We need Jesse Ventura figures. But let me know if you have any thoughts on these three right here. Of course, you made it this far. You might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day. And then some, yes, and then some. And even more content, even over there on the old Patreon channel, your best way to support the channel. A lot of stuff over there for Patreon members. A lot of exclusive stuff as well. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Boss Man, Jesse the Body, and a Bastion Booger, I'm a Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.